Hey everyone, todos mis amigos de YouTube, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Espero y la estén pasando súper bien. Esta semana, para el video de la semana aquí en YouTube, I decided to change it up a little bit y les vamos a enseñar un poquito de lo que grabamos esta semana para el podcast que tengo con mi amiga Jessica Molina de Hey It's Jess. En sus redes sociales we talked about the gender gap, we talked pay equality or inequality that's going on in the US right now and of course all over the world. Un tema muy importante, a really cool chat that we had this week, so make sure to check out Wait Hold Up Pod, pues en las cuentas de iTunes, ahí en el internet también, en la cuenta de Instagram pueden encontrar el link directo para que lo busquen, lo escuchen y aquí les voy a dejar como pedacitos de lo que platicamos para que se den una idea de más o menos cómo va. Y espero you guys check it out. And next week I got a really, really cool video for you guys. So thanks so much for the love, actually from last week's video. Yo sé que me dejaron muchos comentarios muy bonitos. Les voy a contestar a todos. Síganme dejando comentarios para ver qué les parece y qué más quisieran saber de mí. Así que I hope you guys enjoy. This is a little bit of Wait Hold Up podcast with my friend Jessica Molina and a very interesting topic for a lot of women out there.
What's up guys, it's Jess. I know I've been absent from my YouTube page for a while, but I am on my way back with some amazing content that I know you will love. In the meantime, I have been busy. I did start a podcast with my good friend Yara Ramos, and it's called Wait Hold Up. And on it, we talk about politics, pop culture. We interview amazing guests who are on their grinds and learn about their hustle and that moment in their lives where things sort of changed and they started to go after their dreams, like no holds bar. So check us out on iTunes. We'll be on Spotify soon, just not yet. Again, it's Wait Holds Up. And here's a little preview of what our episodes are like. I want you to check out this episode that is all about, we talked a little bit about the Women's March, but we really dove into the gender pay gap. And not only that, but also why it's so hard for women of color in particular, to ask for their worth. I know when I'm dealing with salary negotiations, I'm the worst at it. And I'm trying to be better and I'm trying to hold myself accountable. And I think that all starts by having these conversations about A, why it's so hard, but B, how we can make sure that we change it and, you know, start asking for them dollar bills, y'all. So I hope that you like it. Please subscribe. Please rate us on iTunes and follow Yarel and I both on Instagram and Wait Hold Up Pod. See you guys very soon. Bye.
What's going on, guys? What's up?
Welcome back to Wait Hold Up. We are just chilling here, about to get into some hot topics. I feel like I can't use that because that's the views, but I don't care because they're not checking for us yet.
Some real talk this week. Episode 3. Season 2. Oh my gosh, how's your week going?
The weekend flew by, and I'm still like fighting whatever the hell is trying to like hold me down.
What's going on?
I don't know. I call it the devil.
See, you're
taking the vitamin C. Apparently, you guys, in case you want a little note from my mom, you should all be taking like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin D to fight the flu. Okay. That's from my uncle, who's the doctor, who told my mother, you're welcome, Mommy Molina, giving you the little...
Mommy Molina, thank you so much.
So, yeah, no, I'm hopped up on Mad Meds, so you know.
Good. Week is good. Work is good. Trying to make things happen. It's been busy. You know, I think the last episode, or the first episode we had, which was like 3 weeks ago, I was going through it.
Yeah.
I was the devil, you know,
the devil
for
had
sure.
You.
That was my time. And I, you know, managed to like kind of dodge everything that was coming our way. I was like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to get the cold. I'm not going to get the flu. But right now I feel like I'm just a little... not so much overwhelmed with work, but there's a lot going on in terms of work. So, I feel good, but busy, trying to make things happen.
I feel you.
And, I feel like a lot of us, it's always January.
Yeah, I'm bummed because I was so busy that I didn't get to go to the Women's March, and I honestly felt so guilty about it because I'm like, what could be so more
What held
important?
You back?
I know, but then I'm also, my weekends are my time to have like, to build on my own creative stuff, and so I really have to utilize that. So I'm like, well, if I'm working on a project that's going to be part of the resistance, then that's kind of like me being at the march, working on my resistance. Right. So that's how I rationalize it in my head. So in case you're like calling bullshit, like it That made sense to me.
You know what? It does, because I even read an article recently about, all these women and men as well that are so in tune with what's going on politically and socially in the U.S. and in the country, that sometimes it's so overwhelming, and we're just on all the time and connected with what's going on, that we get burnt out.
Yeah.
And we need to take a day here and there to just disconnect and not be outspoken on Twitter and not know what's going on with everything in Congress and in Washington. So, I mean,
that's fair.
That's fair. You work hard. You deserve it.
I was still working on stuff like that though this weekend. I'm like, I don't know if it's much of a self-care moment, but yeah, no, it was. I missed it, but I did follow along on like Instagram and Twitter, and I saw a lot of really interesting conversations about Women's March. First of all, I'm always impressed by the posters that people.
Oh my gosh!
It's mad.
Seriously.
Mad creative.
I don't know where. Yesterday I saw one that really struck me, and it was like. It's like, everybody vote in 2018 or this is just a 5K.
Yeah.
And I'm like, amen. That is, and it was so great to see that, because that was really the message of this year. Last year it was like to put our name down in solidarity with other women and what was going on. But I feel like this year was like, okay, we gotta really step it up. And we can come out in March and have our messages on these boards, but we've got to do something. And it was in Vegas, which is also really nice.
The headquarters. I don't know, what would you call it? Because it was in DC last year, but like the main event, I guess.
Yeah, the main event was which was interesting too, because it's like to see so many women come from all over the world, just to support other women. It's always nice. It's always beautiful and interesting, though. I don't think the Trump administration got the message.
It doesn't even like faze me that he is trying to make the day all about him. Like, that's so not surprising. That's just something that's so like, I just want these women to continue to show up and for us to support them that are stepping up to the plate. So
the number of women that are running for office has grown so much. And
it's amazing.
And I think it's because, obviously, of the narrative and the rhetoric that's come from this administration against women, those that have turned around and there now have representatives that represent the dynamic field that we live in this country. Yeah. So I thought, I saw so many that I'm like, oh my God, so exciting. And, thank you to all the men that were there. That were supporting women, all the children that were there. I was like,
I love the fact that they put their kids out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, I think that one of the conversations that I've just been following after the march is also about like the intersectionality of this. And I know that there were a lot of Black and brown women who sort of who continue to feel like this march doesn't represent me, because like there's this one image that's going around of this girl holding a poster like, if Hillary had won, we'd be at brunch. Right. And it's getting so much shit because it's basically like, no, boo. Like, maybe your issues wouldn't be there, but there would still be, we still have an effed up criminal justice system. We'd still be dealing with immigration rights issues. We'd still be dealing with, poverty rates that are staggering. We just got the numbers about like the top 2% in terms of what their wealth is and compared to the poverty in our nation. But I think it speaks to a lot of people's frustration with white women of this sense of, oh my God, the world is now falling apart. When people are like, now?
Yeah, now.
Now? Like, we're glad that you are a little bit like woke, quote unquote, to this, but we don't want to feel like the moment that President Trump is out of office, like you're dipping, like, okay, I got no more issues, like,
we go to brunch,
I'm good,
nothing affects me,
exactly,
and I'm cool.
Like, if you're about la lucha, then stay in there, bro.